Michael Jackson's influence transcended music. He was a global icon, captivating audiences with his artistry and charisma. Yet beyond the dazzling stage persona lay a man on a profound spiritual quest. Throughout his life, Jackson sought solace and meaning in faith. This journey led him to explore various spiritual paths, sparking curiosity and speculation about his beliefs. One question in particular has lingered. Did Michael Jackson convert to Islam? Jackson's spiritual journey was complex and deeply personal. It was a journey marked by introspection, external influences, and a yearning for connection with something greater than himself. His path took him from the tenets of his childhood faith to exploring the teachings of other religions. Through it all, Jackson's search for spiritual enlightenment remained a constant. This exploration of faith ultimately intertwined with his music, his philanthropy, and his message of love and unity. Michael Jackson's early spiritual foundation was rooted in the teachings of the Jehovah's Witnesses. This religious upbringing played a significant role in shaping his worldview and moral compass from a very young age. Raised in this faith by his devout mother Catherine, young Michael absorbed its principles. Catherine Jackson was a steadfast believer, and she ensured that her children were well versed in the doctrines and practices of the Jehovah's Witnesses. Michael, being particularly sensitive and perceptive, took these teachings to heart. He participated actively in church life, even going door to door to share their beliefs. This practice, known as field service, was a fundamental aspect of their faith, and Michael was no exception. He would often be seen distributing religious pamphlets and engaging in conversations about faith with strangers. The Jehovah's Witnesses' emphasis on morality, compassion, and the promise of a better world resonated deeply with him. These values were not just abstract concepts, but were lived experiences that Michael witnessed within his community. The congregation's close-knit nature provided a sense of belonging and purpose. These early experiences left an enduring mark on Jackson's character. The teachings of the Jehovah's Witnesses instilled in him a strong sense of right and wrong, and a desire to lead a life that was pleasing to God. This moral framework would guide many of his decisions and actions throughout his life. His commitment to innocence, his aversion to violence, and his deep empathy for the suffering of others could be traced back to these formative years. Michael's music and public persona often reflected these values as he consistently advocated for peace, love, and understanding. However, as Jackson matured and encountered the complexities of fame and the world beyond his religious upbringing, his spiritual curiosity expanded. The pressures and challenges of his career exposed him to a variety of cultures, beliefs, and philosophies, prompting him to re-evaluate his own faith. He began to question, to explore, and to seek answers beyond the confines of his childhood faith. Michael's journey took him to different parts of the world where he engaged with spiritual leaders and scholars from various traditions. He read extensively and visited numerous religious sites, each experience adding a new layer to his understanding. This quest for spiritual understanding would become a driving force in his life. It was not just about finding answers, but about seeking a deeper connection with the divine and understanding his place in the universe. Michael's spiritual journey was a testament to his relentless pursuit of truth and meaning, a journey that continued to evolve until the end of his life. As Michael Jackson's fame soared, so did his exposure to different cultures and beliefs. His journey was not just about music and performance, it was also about discovering the world beyond the stage. Each new country he visited, each new fan he met, added layers to his understanding of the world. The applause and adoration were accompanied by a deeper connection to the diverse tapestry of human experience. He encountered a kaleidoscope of faiths through his travels, interactions with people from diverse backgrounds, and his own voracious reading. These experiences were not just fleeting moments, but profound encounters that left a lasting impact on him. Whether it was a conversation with a local in a small village or a grand reception in a bustling city, each interaction enriched his perspective. This exposure ignited a thirst for knowledge and a deeper understanding of the spiritual tapestry of humanity. Jackson was not content with surface-level understanding. He delved deep into the philosophies and teachings that shaped different cultures. His curiosity was insatiable, driving him to spend countless hours in libraries and quiet corners, absorbing wisdom from ancient texts and modern interpretations alike. Jackson delved into Eastern religions, fascinated by their emphasis on meditation, inner peace, and the interconnectedness of all things. The serene practices of meditation and mindfulness resonated with him, offering a counterbalance to the frenetic energy of his public life. He found solace in the quiet moments of reflection, where he could connect with a deeper sense of self and the universe. He explored the teachings of Buddhism and Hinduism, drawn to their philosophies of non-violence, compassion, and spiritual enlightenment. The principles of karma and dharma intrigued him, offering a framework for understanding the moral and ethical dimensions of life. His visits to temples and monasteries were not just tours but pilgrimages, seeking to immerse himself in the spiritual ambience and learn from the practitioners. He immersed himself in books on spirituality, philosophy, and comparative religion, seeking wisdom from various traditions. His personal library grew, filled with volumes that spanned centuries and continents. Each book was a portal to a different world, offering insights and perspectives that broadened his understanding. He was particularly drawn to texts that explored the commonalities between different faiths, finding unity in diversity. This exploration was not a rejection of his upbringing, but rather an expansion of his spiritual horizons. Jackson's early experiences with faith and spirituality laid a foundation that he built upon, integrating new knowledge with his existing beliefs. He saw this journey as a way to honor his roots while embracing the vastness of human wisdom. It was a path of growth and enrichment, not abandonment. Jackson was on a quest to reconcile his existing beliefs with new perspectives, to find common threads of truth that resonated with his own soul. This quest was deeply personal, driven by a desire to understand his place in the world and the larger cosmic order. He sought to bridge the gaps between different traditions, creating a tapestry of spirituality that was uniquely his own. His journey was a testament to the power of curiosity and the endless pursuit of knowledge, a journey that continues to inspire and resonate with people around the world. Among the many spiritual paths that Michael Jackson explored, Islam held a particular allure. This fascination was not just a fleeting interest, but a profound journey that spanned several years of his life. His interest in the faith deepened in the 1990s and 2000s, piquing the curiosity of fans and the media alike. During this period, Jackson was often seen engaging with Islamic scholars and attending events that celebrated the rich cultural heritage of the Muslim world. Several factors contributed to this growing fascination. Jackson was known for his insatiable curiosity and his quest for knowledge. He spent countless hours reading books on various subjects, including religion and spirituality. His library was filled with texts that explored the depths of human belief systems, and Islam was no exception. Jackson's friendships and collaborations with prominent Muslims, including his brother Jermaine, provided him with first-hand insights into the religion's teachings and practices. Jermaine, who had converted to Islam in 1989, often shared his experiences and understanding of the faith with Michael, sparking deep and meaningful conversations between the two brothers. He was drawn to Islam's emphasis on peace, justice, and submission to a higher power, principles that resonated with his own values. Jackson often spoke about his desire for a world where love and harmony prevailed, and he found that the teachings of Islam echoed these sentiments. Moreover, Jackson's growing concern for the state of the world, particularly the suffering of children and the marginalized, aligned with Islam's emphasis on social justice and compassion. He was deeply moved by the stories of those who were less fortunate and felt a strong sense of duty to use his influence to make a positive impact. He was moved by the religion's message of equality, brotherhood, and the importance of using one's platform to uplift others. Jackson often participated in social justice events and used his voice to advocate for the rights of the oppressed, mirroring the Islamic principles of standing up for justice and equality. As he delved deeper into Islamic teachings, Jackson found himself increasingly drawn to its spiritual and ethical framework. He spent time in meditation and reflection, seeking to understand the core tenets of the faith and how they could be applied to his own life. He began to incorporate Islamic greetings into his vocabulary, expressing his respect for the faith and its followers. The phrase "Assalamu alaikum," meaning peace be upon you, became a common greeting for Jackson, symbolizing his embrace of the values of peace and goodwill that Islam promotes. Jackson's journey into Islam was also marked by his participation in various Islamic events and his interactions with scholars who provided him with deeper insights into the faith. He was often seen wearing traditional Islamic attire, further showcasing his respect and admiration for the culture. In his personal reflections and handwritten notes, Jackson often pondered the spiritual lessons he learned from Islam. These writings reveal a man who was not only seeking answers, but also striving to live a life that was in harmony with the principles of love, peace, and justice. Michael Jackson's exploration of Islam left a lasting impact on his legacy. His journey inspired many of his fans to learn more about the faith and to appreciate the values it promotes. Even after his passing, Jackson's influence continues to resonate, reminding us of the power of curiosity, compassion, and the quest for spiritual understanding.